you don't get not any tinge of like.
Imagine a life that begins in one of the most challenging circumstances possible and transforms into a story of extraordinary influence, wealth, and cultural impact. A life where early struggles shape resilience, vision, and determination, and where every decision propels a person not just to success, but to a level of power few can comprehend. This is the story of Oprah Winfrey, a woman whose journey from poverty to becoming one of the most influential figures in the world is both inspiring and instructive, offering a rare glimpse into the lifestyle of someone who has mastered wealth, influence, and personal legacy. Oprah's story begins in rural Mississippi, born into poverty in the 1950s. Her childhood was marked by hardship, living with relatives, enduring instability, and facing circumstances that would have crushed many. But even as a child, she demonstrated remarkable intelligence, curiosity, and a desire to communicate and connect with others. These traits would later form the foundation of a career that transformed not only her own life, but also the lives of millions around the globe. Her rise began with an early talent for media. Oprah's charisma and ability to connect with people became evident in school and local radio work. She understood, perhaps instinctively, the power of storytelling, empathy, and authenticity. These qualities allowed her to rise quickly through local radio and television, eventually leading to her breakout role as host of a morning talk show in Chicago. It was here that her career trajectory shifted dramatically. Oprah's rise to national prominence with The Oprah Winfrey Show was unprecedented. The program became a cultural phenomenon, combining entertainment, personal stories, social issues, and celebrity interviews in ways that had never been done before. Her ability to connect with audiences created immense popularity, and with it, wealth. The show's success allowed Oprah to negotiate ownership stakes, giving her unprecedented control and a platform for long-term financial security, a key element of her lifestyle today. As her influence and income grew, so did the scale of her lifestyle. Luxury became part of her reality, but in ways that reflected personal taste, comfort, and practicality rather than excess. Her estates, including her famed Montecito home in California, are not only luxurious but also designed for privacy. Expansive grounds, private gardens, and serene interiors offer both comfort and sanctuary, illustrating that luxury for Oprah is as much about peace and personal well-being as it is about status. Oprah's daily routine combines discipline with intentionality. Despite her wealth, she maintains habits that promote mental clarity, physical health, and creative energy. This focus on self-care and personal growth underscores a broader principle of her lifestyle. Wealth is a tool, not a distraction, and maintaining health, focus, and purpose is integral to sustaining success. Business acumen is another defining feature of her life. Beyond her talk show, Oprah expanded into publishing, production, cable networks, and investments, building a diversified empire that generates income and influence across multiple sectors. Harpo Productions, OWN Network, and various media ventures exemplify how she leveraged fame into ownership and control. This strategic approach allows her lifestyle to reflect not just consumption of wealth, but command over industries and cultural narratives. Philanthropy is woven deeply into her daily life and overall approach. Oprah has invested billions into causes spanning education, empowerment, health, and disaster relief. The Oprah Winfrey Foundation, educational initiatives, and her work in global outreach reflect a principle that wealth carries responsibility. Unlike ostentatious displays, her giving is purposeful, often directly impacting communities and individuals in meaningful ways. This is a key element of her lifestyle. Influence and legacy are measured not only in dollars, but in social impact. Her attention to wellness is another hallmark of her daily routine. Nutrition, exercise, and mindfulness are integral to maintaining the energy needed for her multifaceted roles. Oprah has famously embraced structured dietary habits, personalized fitness routines, and consistent wellness practices to ensure she can perform at peak levels, both mentally and physically. In many ways, this disciplined approach underpins her ability to maintain influence and productivity despite global responsibilities. The media presence of Oprah Winfrey is both deliberate and strategic. Unlike many celebrities, she curates visibility to align with her brand of empowerment, education, and authenticity. Each interview, public appearance, and social media interaction is a tool to reinforce her values, maintain cultural relevance, and amplify causes she cares about. Visibility is a resource she manages with precision, turning influence into sustained engagement and impact. Time management in her daily routine is highly disciplined. Balancing personal wellness, family life, business operations, and public commitments requires meticulous planning. She prioritizes tasks that align with long-term goals and ensures that high-impact decisions receive her focused attention. This structure exemplifies a principle common among highly successful individuals. Deliberate allocation of time is as important as wealth itself in sustaining influence and lifestyle quality. Despite her extraordinary wealth, Oprah's lifestyle reflects a blend of indulgence and intentionality. She enjoys luxury, fine dining, travel, and high-end fashion, but these choices are purposeful rather than ostentatious. Private retreats, exclusive experiences, and curated travel allow her to recharge while maintaining privacy and personal control. Family and personal relationships are central to her daily life and long-term priorities. Oprah maintains strong connections with close friends, mentors, and family, integrating personal bonds into her schedule. This emphasis on relationships reflects a broader philosophy. Even amidst power and influence, meaningful human connections remain essential for fulfillment and stability. Her influence extends beyond media and business into social and cultural realms. Oprah's endorsements, public statements, and initiatives shape discourse, consumer behavior, and cultural trends. The Oprah effect, where her recommendation could launch products and ideas into success, exemplifies a lifestyle where visibility is directly tied to societal influence. Her lifestyle is not just about personal consumption, but about steering cultural and economic currents. Education and lifelong learning are integrated into her daily routine. Oprah dedicates time to reading, intellectual engagement, and exposure to new ideas. This commitment ensures her decisions, whether creative, business, or philanthropic, are informed, strategic, and impactful. Knowledge becomes both a tool and a form of luxury, enabling continued growth, relevance, and influence. Even in leisure, her lifestyle reflects intentionality. Luxury is balanced with meaning, demonstrating that billionaire-level lifestyles are not simply about accumulation, but about quality of life, experience, and legacy. Oprah's philanthropy, combined with media influence and business acumen, illustrates a holistic approach to wealth. She does not live in isolation from the world. Her resources, visibility, and influence are continually applied toward broader impact. This makes her lifestyle distinct from mere consumption-based luxury. It is an ecosystem of influence, creativity, and empowerment. Her routine also emphasizes consistency. Even with immense wealth and unpredictable demands, she adheres to practices that sustain energy, focus, and clarity. Exercise, meditation, reading, and structured decision-making are non-negotiable elements of her daily life. Discipline, in her context, is not about restriction, but about creating freedom to operate at peak levels. Travel and property are extensions of her lifestyle philosophy. Oprah owns homes that provide both luxury and sanctuary, spaces that allow reflection, creative thinking, and privacy. Travel, whether for business, leisure, or philanthropy, is structured to maintain wellness and productivity. Luxury here is functional as much as aesthetic, enhancing life quality without undermining focus or health. The interplay of media, philanthropy, and business also defines her influence. By carefully managing visibility, creating meaningful content, and directing resources to causes, she amplifies impact while maintaining personal control. Oprah demonstrates that billionaire lifestyle is as much about influence management as financial management. Spirituality and mindfulness are integral to her daily life. Oprah frequently engages in reflection, meditation, and contemplation, grounding her amidst the pressures of wealth, visibility, and public responsibility. This component ensures mental clarity and emotional resilience, essential for navigating a complex and high-stakes world. Her empire continues to evolve. Investments, media ventures, and philanthropic initiatives reflect ongoing growth and adaptation. Even with decades of success, Oprah's routine demonstrates that sustaining influence requires continuous learning, strategic adaptation, and disciplined execution. Wealth is preserved and expanded through careful planning, diversification, and proactive engagement. Public engagement is strategic. Interviews, public appearances, and digital content are curated to reflect values, maintain cultural relevance, and amplify initiatives. This deliberate approach transforms lifestyle into an instrument of influence, illustrating that billionaire-level living is inseparable from strategic communication and societal engagement. Every element reinforces the other. Physical well-being supports energy for decision-making, reflection enhances strategic thinking, and philanthropy strengthens social and cultural influence. This holistic integration is a defining feature of her lifestyle. Her attention to financial management and investment is another key component. Strategic planning, ownership stakes, diversified portfolios, and careful oversight allow her to leverage wealth into long-term security and influence. Luxury is thus sustainable, integrated with growth, and aligned with personal and societal goals. Time outdoors, nature, and personal retreats are incorporated to balance intensity and recharge energy. Oprah prioritizes experiences that provide both rest and inspiration. Luxury is therefore not just material, it is experiential and functional, enhancing life quality while supporting personal and professional performance. The combination of influence, wealth, wellness, and discipline creates a lifestyle that is aspirational yet instructive. Oprah demonstrates that billionaire living is not merely about accumulation, but about managing energy, attention, impact, and legacy. Every decision, from diet to philanthropy to media engagement, is calibrated to support a coherent and sustainable approach to life at the highest levels. Her legacy is inseparable from her lifestyle. Wealth and luxury exist alongside impact, creativity, and strategic influence. Daily routines, habits, and practices reflect intentionality. Oprah Winfrey's lifestyle is a masterclass in translating early adversity into disciplined, influential, and empowered living. From the struggles of her childhood to the power and influence of her empire today, Oprah's life illustrates the transformative potential of resilience, discipline, and vision. Her daily routine, lifestyle choices, and strategic vision reveal a truth often overlooked: billionaire living is not defined solely by wealth, but by how that wealth is harnessed to sustain influence, well-being, and meaningful legacy. Oprah Winfrey's life embodies this principle in every dimension. The journey from poverty to power, from early struggle to billionaire status, is a narrative of discipline, strategic thinking, and intentional living. Oprah's lifestyle demonstrates that the highest levels of success are not accidental. They are designed, maintained, and continuously evolved with purpose. Her story reminds us that wealth and luxury, when integrated with purpose, can become tools for lasting impact. This is the essence of Oprah Winfrey's lifestyle, a balance of comfort, power, wellness, and societal influence forged through decades of intentional choices and relentless commitment to excellence. Her journey continues to inspire, illustrating that even the most extraordinary lifestyles are grounded in the same principles that drive human achievement everywhere: vision, discipline, resilience, and the deliberate integration of wealth, influence, and personal growth